The Rio Uruguay, a legendary river, a place of power, a place of giants. This river has been a lifeline for countless generations, a source of sustenance and mystery. This isn't some small stream, it's a colossal force of nature, stretching far and wide, commanding respect and awe from all who encounter it. This is a massive waterway. Its breadth and depth are staggering, a testament to the raw power of nature. It flows through South America, it carves through Argentina, its waters hold secrets, secrets of the deep, stories untold, waiting to be discovered by those brave enough to venture into its depths. I've fished in rivers all over the world. Each river has its own character, its own challenges and its own rewards. The Amazon, the Congo, the Nile. These rivers are legendary in their own right, each with its own unique ecosystem and mysteries. The Rio Uruguay is different. It stands apart, not just in its size, but in its spirit. It has a raw, untamed energy. An energy that pulses through its waters, challenging anyone who dares to navigate its currents. A wild heart that calls to you. It beckons adventurers, anglers and explorers to uncover its secrets. It's a place where you can feel truly alive. The air is thick with anticipation. The promise of discovery hanging in the balance. My first trip to the Rio Uruguay was unforgettable. The moment I arrived, I knew I was in for an adventure unlike any other. I was there to film an episode of River Monsters. The excitement was palpable, the crew and I eager to see what the river had in store for us. I'd heard stories about the fish here, giant catfish, toothy Dorado, legends of monstrous creatures lurking beneath the surface, but nothing prepared me for the reality. The sheer size and power of these fish were beyond anything I had ever experienced. The sheer scale of the river is awe-inspiring. It stretches out before you, a vast expanse of water that seems to go on forever. The water is a deep, murky green. It holds an air of mystery, concealing what lies beneath its surface. It hides the creatures below. Fish and other aquatic life that have adapted to this unique environment. Creatures that have never seen the light of day. They move silently through the depths, unseen and unknown, adding to the river's mystique and allure. The banks of the Rio Uruguay are a sight to behold. Imagine a wall of green, towering trees reach for the sky. Vines snake their way through the undergrowth. It's a jungle paradise. The air is thick with the scent of life. You can hear the calls of exotic birds. Monkeys chatter in the distance. Insects buzz through the humid air. It's a symphony of nature. This is a place where time seems to stand still, where the modern world feels a million miles away. It's a place to reconnect with nature, to lose yourself in the beauty of the wild. But don't let the tranquility fool you. This is still a dangerous place. Jaguars prowl the riverbanks, caimans lurk in the shallows, and in the depths of the river, even greater dangers await. The Rio Uruguay is home to a staggering variety of fish, over 200 species. Some are small and colorful, others are massive and powerful. All are fascinating in their own way. One of the most iconic fish in the river is the Dorado, a fierce predator known for its golden scales and sharp teeth. The Dorado is a prize catch for any angler. They fight with incredible strength and determination. Then there's the surubi, a giant catfish that can grow to over 6 feet long. The surubi is a powerful predator. It lurks in the depths of the river, waiting to ambush its prey. But the real monsters of the Rio Uruguay are the stingrays. These creatures can grow to enormous sizes. Their tails are armed with venomous barbs. A sting from one of these giants can be deadly. Fishing the Rio Uruguay is an art form. It's a blend of patience, skill, and local knowledge that makes it truly special. It's not just about casting a line and hoping for the best. Every detail matters, from the type of rod and reel to the way you handle your gear. You need to know where to go, what bait to use, and when to strike. The right bait can make all the difference, and timing is everything. Local fishermen have been fishing these waters for generations. Their knowledge is passed down through the years, creating a rich tradition. They know the river's secrets, every bend, every current, every hidden spot where fish are like to gather. They can tell you where the fish are biting, and they know the best times to fish, whether it's early morning or late afternoon, and what techniques work best. From casting to reeling, every movement is calculated to increase your chances of a successful catch. One of the best ways to fish the Rio Uruguay is from a boat. This gives you the freedom to explore different parts of the river. This allows you to access the deeper parts of the river. These areas are often where the largest fish can be found, where the biggest fish hide. But be careful, these deeper waters can be tricky to navigate. The river can be unpredictable. The currents are strong. They can change quickly, making it challenging to stay in control. And the weather can change in an instant. A sunny day can turn stormy without warning, so always be prepared. If you're looking for a challenge, try fishing for Dorado near the rapids. These areas are known for their fast-moving water and strong fish. These powerful fish love to hunt in fast-moving water, but be warned, they are strong and can put up a fierce fight. Landing a Dorado in these conditions is no easy feat. It requires strength, skill, and a lot of patience, but the reward is worth it. Section 5. A day on the Rio, my encounter with the Dorado. This is a story that has stayed with me, etched in my memory like a vivid painting. I'll never forget the day I caught my first Dorado on the Rio Uruguay. It was a day filled with anticipation and excitement, the kind of day every angler dreams about. We were fishing near a rocky outcrop, a spot known for its rich aquatic life and challenging currents. The location was perfect, with the rugged beauty of the rocks adding to the thrill of the adventure. The water was churning and the sun was beating down on our backs. The heat was intense, but it only added to the sense of urgency and excitement. I cast my line into the swirling water, hoping for a bite. The anticipation was palpable, each second feeling like an eternity. I could feel the current pulling at my lure, making it dance enticingly in the water. Suddenly, a powerful strike. It was a moment of pure adrenaline. My rod bent double and the line screamed out. The power of the fish was incredible, and I knew I was in for a battle. I knew I had hooked something big. The fight was intense, with the fish pulling with all its might. My arms ached, but I was determined not to let go. The Dorado fought with all its might, twisting and turning in the water. It was a battle of wills, and neither of us was willing to give up. It leapt from the water, its golden scales flashing in the sunlight. The sight was breathtaking, a moment of pure beauty amidst the struggle. It tried to dive for cover, but I held on tight. The struggle continued, each second feeling like an eternity. After what felt like an eternity, I finally reeled the fish in. The sense of accomplishment was overwhelming, a moment of triumph that I'll never forget. It was a magnificent specimen, over 4 feet long. The size and strength of the fish were awe-inspiring. Its golden scales shimmered and its teeth were like razors. It was a creature of beauty and power, a true testament to the wildness of the river. It was a true river monster, a symbol of the untamed nature of the Rio Uruguay. This encounter was more than just a fishing trip. It was a connection to the raw, unfiltered power of nature. Section 6. The people of the river, fishing and culture. Fishing is more than just a pastime on the Rio Uruguay. It's a way of life. For generations, people here have relied on the river for their livelihood. The local fishermen have a deep respect for the river and its creatures. They understand the delicate balance of nature. They only take what they need and release the rest. Fishing is also an important part of the local culture. Families gather on the riverbanks to fish and socialize. Children learn to fish at a young age. It's a tradition that has been passed down through generations. When you visit the Rio Uruguay, take some time to learn about the local culture. Talk to the fishermen, share a meal with them, and listen to their stories. You'll gain a deeper appreciation for this special place. Section 7. Respecting the water sustainable fishing practices. The Rio Uruguay is a precious resource, but it's under threat from pollution, overfishing, and habitat destruction. It's up to us to protect this incredible river for future generations. When fishing the Rio Uruguay, it's important to practice catch and release. This means gently removing the hook from the fish's mouth and returning it to the water unharmed. You should also use barbless hooks whenever possible. Barbed hooks can cause serious damage to a fish's mouth, making it difficult for them to eat and survive. And be mindful of the environment. Don't litter. Dispose of fishing line properly and respect the local wildlife. Section 8. Beyond the catch, the joys of Rio Uruguay. Fishing the Rio Uruguay is an unforgettable experience, but it's not just about the fish, it's about the journey, the adventure, the connection with nature. Imagine spending a day on the river, the sun warm on your skin, the sound of the water lapping against your boat. The thrill of the catch. It's an experience that will stay with you long after you've left. The Rio Uruguay is a place to escape the hustle and bustle of everyday life. To reconnect with yourself, to find peace and tranquility. It's a place to create memories that will last a lifetime. So pack your bags, grab your fishing rod, and get ready for the adventure of a lifetime. Section 9. A call to adventure. Why you need to experience Rio Uruguay. The Rio Uruguay is calling. Are you ready to answer? This isn't just another fishing trip. It's a chance to experience something truly special. Imagine yourself here, standing on the banks of this mighty river, rod in hand, the anticipation building with every passing moment. The fight of a lifetime awaits. This is a place where you can test your skills against some of the toughest fish on the planet, where you can experience the raw power of nature, where you can create memories that will last a lifetime. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. The Rio Uruguay is waiting. Section 10, until next time, Rio Uruguay. The Rio Uruguay, a river of giants, a place of immense beauty, a place of endless adventure. I'll never forget my time here. The memories will stay with me forever. I've fished in rivers all over the world, but there's something truly special about the Rio Uruguay. It's a place that gets under your skin, a place that calls you back again and again. Until next time, Rio Uruguay, I'll be back to once again experience your power, your beauty, and your giants.